What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam. Hope you guys are doing phenomenal tonight. Hope you guys have had a great Sunday. Hope you guys are ready for another live 2023 fantasy football mock draft with you guys with The Catch fam. You guys know what to do, man. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you guys are new to the channel and hop in the live chat, let me know what's popping. Let's talk some early 2023 fantasy football, and on top of that, let's talk some Super Bowl predictions as the AFC and NFC championship games for the 2022-2023 season have wrapped up. Our Super Bowl matchup is set. We will have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Should be an extraordinary game. We're going to have a week of no football. We're going to have a lot of time to speculate before this game is here. So we will talk about what we saw in today's games, and we'll talk some, fantasy football. We're going to have some fun tonight. So let's get started. You guys fill this thing up super quickly. So let's see here. I got to go ahead and randomize the draft order. There's your draft order. We're not wasting any time. We're hopping right into this mock draft. 30 seconds per pick. Draft is underway, by the way. One quarterback, two running backs, two receivers, a tight end, two flexes, kicker, defense, and 5 bench spots. Let's get it, man. Justin Jefferson first off of the board. And let me just pull up one thing here. There we go. And let's do it, man. Let's get into this. Okay, so the Chiefs just won. I guess we'll talk about the Niners-Eagles first. Okay, so obviously the Eagles blew out the Niners, essentially, right? But you had the injury pretty early on to Brock Purdy. He leaves the game. Wow, this is really bad. I can't even remember. It's Josh Johnson, right? I was about to say, I can't remember the backup. It is Josh Johnson. Okay, comes in. Then he gets hurt. He has to leave. Then everyone's like speculating like Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Juszczyk are going to have to play quarterback. And then Brock Purdy comes back in after the game. Brock Purdy said, I could not throw the football more than 5 yards. I mean, he has an elbow injury. I don't know. The Niners basically just ran the football for the rest of the game. And the Eagles just took control of the game. I mean, they're already up, at halftime 21-7, right? So, I mean, not exactly the game we were hoping to get, I guess is the point I'm getting at. But it's the game that we got at the end of the day. So, Eagles advanced with ease, right? Bengals Chiefs was a great game. Came down to the wire. I think personally there's some bad calls, a lot of missed calls in this game. It felt to me that the Chiefs got a little bit of an extra push. I mean, don't get me wrong. That last hit on Mahomes, that was a late hit and everything. That was a good call. But there was a call or a run by Burrow shortly before that didn't get called. There was misholding calls. I don't know. You had the whole thing on third down where the play was supposed to be blown dead and they let it go through. I don't know. And then on the punt return by Sky Moore, looked like there was a block in the back. I don't know. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So regardless, the Chiefs, kicked a field goal with about 8 seconds left and wrapped that thing up. It was a great game at the end of the day. About the game that we expected to get. And I thought all things considered, obviously Mahomes playing the high ankle sprain. Burrow, I think both of them played great games. Both are definitely two of the best quarterbacks in the game right now. And it was a great matchup. But regardless, Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl. Those are your teams. Who you guys got? Let me know in the chat. Right now, on the poll, the Chiefs are up 67% to the Eagles 33%. I like the Eagles right now, especially when, I know Mahomes got time to rest, but especially with him getting hit on the last play of the game, You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to hop in the live chat, see what's going on, guys. What's up, Godfather? Good to see you, man. What's up, J-Dubs? Yeah, Shout out to the Niners for losing today. We didn't actually get to see CMC at quarterback. I was a little disappointed. Pray, like, I actually wouldn't have, like, you know, I think obviously they didn't have time to practice by any means, but it just felt like the Niners went so stale in this game. Like, I think they should have mixed it up a bit. I think they should have got, like, Deebo Samuel, CMC, Hushek involved a little bit, ran some Wildcat. But like I said, it's easy as a fan to say, as opposed to actual, you know, players on the field not having any practice time to do those things. So as long as Mahomes is healthy, I think Chiefs should beat Eagles in surprise. I like the Eagles right now. I don't know about you guys. I will say, the one thing that, you know, surprised me last week that we talked about with Steven on Thursday that kind of bled through to this game against the Bengals was that the Chiefs defense is playing good football. Chris Jones is playing phenomenal. I mean, he always does, but overall, the defense as a whole is playing a lot better than they did throughout the season, essentially. So I think that gives them, you know, somewhat opportunity for sure, outside of the opportunity that their offense presents them with and their coaching staff presents them with. But I like the Eagles right now. We'll see if my mind changes, but I'm sticking with my gut. I like the Eagles right now. What's up, Albert? Good to see you, man. Godfather, Niners game was super rough to watch from a competitive standpoint. That's why you got to take the money line on one team or the other. Make it interesting, right? Trey Lance shares are rising. Yeah. Hey, I will say one thing I read today that I agree with completely was, you know, there were a lot of people saying that Brock Purdy was only having the success that he was having because he was on a Kyle Shanahan team and a Kyle Shanahan offense. It's a system offense. Almost anyone can come in here and have that success. Josh Johnson did not have that success today. So, yeah, Purdy's first loss was today as a starter. Yeah. Micah was random order. I'm sure you know that by now. Let's see. What's up, RS German? Good to see you. J-Dubs was willing to gift a spot. That did not happen. What's up, Chase? Good to see you, bro. What's up? Glad to see you drafting with us tonight, man. Yeah, Godfather's not even as quick as it is in the off season. It's like you guys are monsters when it comes to filling these mock drafts. What's up, Grail Collect? Good to see you. What's up? Spencer in the house. What up? Good to see you guys, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Yes, pray I randomize the draft. Refs have to stop being so involved and let the players play. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot to break down there that probably will not get fixed ever. And I don't think the NFL wanted the Bengals going to the Super Bowl. I'll say that much. But at the end of the day, the Bengals had opportunities to win that football game for sure. So what are you going to do, right? Yeah, I will pull up the NFL Playoff Challenge. It's a good point, Godfather. Okay, who am I picking here? Because I'm on the board. Pick a football player. I'm going to switch it up tonight. Give me Nick Chubster. Yeah, let me pull up the NFL Playoff Challenge, see if it's updated or not. Knowing NFL Fantasy's website, it probably hasn't. But let's see. It says I'm 7th overall. Man, I took Devonta Smith at receiver. That hurt me. Oh my gosh, the Niners defense. Oh, I have like no one advancing. I have like all Niners players. Let's see, score 242. Okay, so it is updated, to my understanding. So we got both Spencers at the top of the leaderboard here. We got John Edwards again, who won last year. We got Derek at 4. We got my boy Ben at 5. We got Ryan at 6. I'm at 7. Speezy's at 8. Andrew's at 9. Alder Rahim. You guys know I can't pronounce anything. Is at 10. Steven's at 14. Godfather, you're at 15. You just got to beat Steven. Pray, you're at 12. So, hold on. I got to make sure I'm paying attention to the draft as well. So, yeah. Okay, so I got Mahomes advancing. I got McKinnon, Kelsey advancing. That's it. Well, I guess I got Devonta Smith advancing, but I could replace him if I want to, which I might do. But Niners defense was 0 points. That's a bummer, man. Oh, no. What are you going to do? What's up, Boss Man Fat? What up? Oh, Prey still got 12. Well, you were doomed. You were doomed to 1.12 tonight. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you, bro. Yeah. When I saw, first quarter of the game, you had Fred Warner get a little bit banged up. He played the whole game, right? You had Joey Bosa get a little banged up. He played the whole game. And you had Brock Purdy leave. Like, that was the point where it's like something is, yeah. This is the Eagles game. And it surely was. But not too far after, it was tied 7-7 after a great Christian McCaffrey run. So, All right, I got to pay attention for a second. To our draft. Devonta Smith, a player I would have loved to draft here, Godfather. But I will not be doing so now. I will take Mike Williams. Why not? Who's y'all top 4 quarterbacks next year? Hurts, Mahomes, Allen, Burrow for fantasy. Probably put Fields right at 5. And then he probably got Herbert and T-Law right outside there. And then Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray. Did I say Herbert? I said Herbert. I was about to say. I'm not going to disrespect Herbie that much. I really do think Herbert could end up being that value quarterback next year who going to get passed on a lot of drafts. And somebody that you want to consider. We'll see what happens. The one signing you're drafting, and I had to work. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I saw that on Discord. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, we'll have plenty opportunities for you guys. I promise. I promise. NFL or Vegas didn't want Bengals winning. Maybe both. Maybe both. Usually, I feel like there's connection, right? I had all Niners players besides McKinnon and Jamar. Yeah. It's the Eagles all along, wasn't it? Oh, I said Joey Bosa. I meant Nick Bosa. Joey Bosa before the game, though. Philadelphia fans. Did you guys see that? Booing Joey Bosa outside the entrance. I didn't really enjoyed Joey Bosa's response to that. You know? I mean, he can do whatever he wants, I guess, but like, I just feel like in the position he's in, you just walk away. All right. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was interesting. Eagles really didn't do much on offense. Niners bad discipline, really lost in the game, uncalled for penalties. Yeah, I mean, I will say a lot of penalties by the Niners for sure. Not even close. Like, Niners made a lot of mistakes in this game. And it did feel like if there was one team in that game getting the calls going their way, it was the Eagles. But those calls made a lot more sense, in my opinion, than what we saw in the Bengals game. So, I don't know. But I will say it did surprise me, J-Dubs, that the Eagles' passing attack. Like, I was expecting the Eagles, and we kind of saw it early in the game. I know, after, if it had been reviewed, the Devonta Smith one-handed catch probably wouldn't have been a catch, and that could have swayed a lot in this game. But regardless, like, we didn't see a lot of shots to A.J. Brown, for example, or Devonta Smith. And I thought we'd see a lot more of the passing game in this matchup for the Eagles, because that has been the weaker part of the Niners secondary, and we did not see that. So, I don't know. Surprised me a little bit. Point I'm making. Cam. Give me Cam Akers. Yes, I did see the Trent Williams body slam. Trent Williams kind of has a history of doing that stuff, but he is one of the best tackles in the league. So, like, he gets away with it, you know. Aaron Donald has a history of dirty calls. He's Aaron Donald, so these things happen, right? Yeah, I think the Trent Williams body slam was the most exciting thing for the Niners in this whole game, except for the Christian McCaffrey touchdown. So, yeah, both wards on the Niners played pretty well today, actually. Yeah, I like I said, I was surprised that the Eagles' passing attack was, you know, kind of restrained, but then it kind of turned into a game where I was also surprised that the Eagles' rushing attack had as much success as, I mean, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, and Miles Sanders all, you know, made an impact today for the Eagles, and as well as Jalen Hurts, of course. But, you know, pretty early on, I was kind of thinking, like, the Eagles need to throw the football more. And the next thing I know, Miles Sanders has a second rushing touchdown, and Boston Scott has a touchdown, you know. Then Jalen Hurts kind of running up and down the field out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, well, this is why I don't coach football. But, and, you know, that worked to their advantage as well in terms of clock management, too. So, but at the end of the day, the Eagles got done. Yeah. And I thought their defense looked as elite. You know, really, when we look at, you know, this game and the game against the Giants, the point differential, I think I read for the Eagles in the playoffs this year, is the highest point differential in, like, it's like 40 or 50 years. And I don't think it'll necessarily be that way in the Super Bowl, but we're going to give this Eagles defense some props too. So, we'll see, man. Was that the Chiefs' third Super Bowl appearance in 4 years? Am I right? Yeah, it was super ironic that Ndamukong Suh was, like, you know, consoling with Williams after the play. Pop, lock, and drop it. Give them to me. All right, let me make a little cue here. But yeah, let me know in the chats, in the chat, guys. Who are you guys leaning towards for the Super Bowl? Eagles or Chiefs? All right, let me throw together a little cue. I won't go too far down. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I can't believe, I mean, at another point, I can't believe this season is, like, over. I was kind of sad when these games ended because I was like, oh my gosh, we only have one game left this year. I mean, it's Super Bowl, so let's go. But, like, couldn't believe it. Godfather leading Chiefs coaching experience, quarterback is better, but Eagles have the better defense and better run game. Yeah, and I think that's a fair point. That the coaching staff for the Chiefs, led by Andy Reid, as experienced as anyone for sure. Eagles still a very young team, not a playoff experience team. I mean, some of these offensive linemen, you know, Kelsey and everything are, but I mean, Fletcher Cox. So you got players who were there. Then, you know, Doug Peterson, Nick Foles, Super Bowl. But you know what I'm saying. Overall, a younger team in terms of playoff experience for sure, in comparison to a lot of these Chiefs players and the coaching staff as well. But I'm sticking with it. I'm not changing. I'm leaning Eagles. But, like, am I going to be surprised if the Chiefs win because they're the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes is their quarterback and et cetera? No, I'm not. But let's see here. What's up, Caleb? Good to see you, bro. Eagles, but like both teams. I mean, I don't dislike the Chiefs by any means. The Bengals pay T. Higgins. They should. See what his contract looks like. I mean, what did he... How many touchdowns were scored by the Bengals in this game? 2? Who had the other touchdown? It was Higgins. Who scored the other touchdown for the Bengals? Alvin Kamara falls at 7.6. Holy moly. Yeah, so if I'm reading this correctly, hold on the clock. You guys took all my players. Guys. I wanted Christian Kirk. Is Higgins... it was Pirine. That's right. Thank you, Thomas. So Higgins scores one of the 2 touchdowns in this game for the Bengals. But is Higgins... I think he's under contract through next year. Or is this... Yeah, he is. But he could still get paid this year for sure. I think they're going to take care of Joe Burrow first and then see what happens. Because I think Tyler Boyd is... Hold on. Oh, no. Tyler Boyd might get cut. Oh, no. He's not under contract. That's right. No, he is. I'm so bad at reading this. He is, but he could get cut because that would save the Bengals a lot. I mean, it'd save them like 10 mil. So he might get cut. We'll see what happens. Yeah, and then they got chased down the road, right, Godfather? So we'll see what happens. Yeah, absolutely, Godfather. It depends on the what happens with Burrow for sure. Man, I wanted Pacheco here. Guys are out to get me tonight. I'm going to end up with playoff Lenny on my team again. Public service announcement. My cat is upstairs tonight, so watch out. You guys hear weird screaming, it's just my cat. Oh, gosh. Take my tight end. Give me Gooder on this weird-ass team. Actually, I liked the way this team was starting, then it got weird. Things got weird. There's my cat. By the way. Alright, I'm making a queue again. I keep getting blindsided when it's my time to pick. Alright, whatever. That'll do. So you guys excited for the Super Bowl? Were there, you know, are you guys happy with the overall matchup? I guess the question I have. Or are you guys hoping for a different outcome from these 4 games? 2 games, I'm sorry, from these 4 teams. Ooh, what a day. Like I said, I just can't believe that it's over. I really can't. I mean, we got one more game. Oh, and how about we got the Kelsey brothers squaring off against each other. Should be fun, right? The Kelsey Bowl. That's like gonna be interesting. Caleb, I'm going Eagles. I'm going Eagles. Sticking by it. Godfather, I'm happy. 4 best teams all year and RB 2 best teams Super Bowl should be exciting for sure. For sure. Thomas, are you sure our fantasy score has been updated? Oh, maybe not. I was in 32nd before today. I'm still in 32nd. Oh, maybe not. I thought they... Hold on. Hold on. They might not be. Hold on. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you, Thomas. They're not, because you can see right here, it says my score is 601. And then if we go... Oh my gosh, I'm clicking all the wrong things. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. This is where I want to be. All right, so yeah, if we go right here, it says... like I have 359 points, and then if we go into it, I have 601 points. So they're updated on here. The overall rankings are not updated. Thank you, Thomas. You're right. Good calls. I'm not going through and figuring out where everyone is, but oh my gosh, who is even available to draft? Alright, I'll do it. Give me Kyler. Good calls, Thomas. Good calls. My cat is crashing the stream again. Give me Kyler Murray. Alright, so for those of you guys interested in the Dynasty League, most of you guys have probably already seen on Discord that the early details for the Dynasty League have been announced. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to let me know. You guys need to reply to the thread on Discord, as well as you must be an active YouTube member to be part of the Dynasty League. That does not mean subscribe to the YouTube channel. That means you're paying the monthly membership. Which if you just hit that join button if you guys scroll down below, or also link is in the description down below. But yeah, I feel like maybe I need to clarify that. Like, being a YouTube member is more than just being subscribed to the channel. It's like the $5 membership, $5 a month membership. So, but you guys have until March 1st to become an active member. So, and there will be more exclusive like redraft leagues for YouTube members as well. So that's my story. All right, who am I drafting next? I don't know, man. It's kind of gross out here. Kind of yucky. What does my roster even look like? I'm like super wide receiver heavy right now. I'm going to take another receiver. Give me Tyler Boyd. Don't even know. He'll probably be a Bengal next year, right? Alright, sorry, I'm building a queue again. How about MVS tonight? Balling out for the Chiefs. I had a strong feeling he was going to score a touchdown tonight, and he did. I had like some stupid parlays I threw together, and I had him as anytime touchdown scorer in a lot of them. But I had Hayden Hurst in a lot of them too, and obviously he did not score a touchdown. So yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda. I was thinking all dynasties were with defensive players. Are we using defensive players? No. So yeah, any fantasy league can be IDP style where you draft. Dude, my cat is driving me crazy. Just say hi. Say hi to everyone. You're famous now, okay? Everyone say hi to my cat. She won't stop screaming. That's why I usually have to lock her downstairs, but she is a Bengals fan. She is very sad tonight. So. What was I saying? Yeah, so any fantasy league can be oh my, I think I just made it worse. Can be IDP style, you know, where you draft individual defensive players, dynasty or not. But no, we will not be the dynasty leagues will not be IDP style. No. But maybe we'll do IDP league for one of the member exclusive leagues. It's been a long time since I've done IDP, like a really long time. Godfather chose the wrong receiver, took Tony over MVS. Yikes. Yeah, of course Tony got hurt, right? Like, I mean, what do you expect? Wow. Trying to get my good night gummy in. Pretty ugly on stream. I gotta get up early tomorrow. I'm going to try to be super productive tomorrow. Alright, I did a parlay for Mahomes 2 TDs, Kelsey TD, and Mixon TD. Of course, they put Pirine in. Yeah, that's how it works, bro. They knew. They knew. That's how it goes, man. Okie doke. I'll take Alexander Madison. I was in deep thought there. I need some running back help, though. I really do wonder if Alexander Madison will get re-signed or if he'll be on a different team next year and potentially be a starter on a different team. I don't know. Got hurt trying to catch a touchdown of all. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Even if he just scored for you and left, it would have been great, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Man, I almost went Foreman at 11.8. Almost. Y'all hear that movie 80 for Brady? Yeah. Someone's telling me about it. Fans go to the Super Bowl to see Brady and get lost Super Bowl. Yeah. Steven's mom hates Tom Brady. So I was joking with her that they made a movie about her. But yeah. Yeah, I want to... I want to put a ridiculous amount of bets together for the Super Bowl. I'll tell you guys that much. I'm just going to be placing bets for like 2 weeks straight. I did take the Bengals money line like in the third quarter. So that kind of sucked. I really thought this was the Bengals game, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, that's how the Chiefs do, man. That's how the Chiefs do. Yeah, I need to, once they have, like, anytime touchdown scorers out, which they don't yet for the Super Bowl, I'll be throwing some stuff together. We'll see what happens. Rondell Moore, really nice pick here. I need another quarterback. I will draft Daniel Jones with confidence. Greatest quarterback of all time. Yeah, I would love, because I'm sure Underdog will do, they'll have something for Super Bowl. But my account's restricted. So it'd be really fun to throw some stuff together with you guys, but I can't. Unfortunately. Well, I have a little bit extra time this week because I'm probably going to make an account for my wife and use it. Because what else am I supposed to do? You know. Okay, 12th round wrapping up here. So we've all got we got 3 spots left, 1 bench spot, kicker and defense. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Thoughts on the 1.6? What did you do tonight, man? I mean, you got Mahomes and Kelsey. Can't say anything about those two. Walker, Kamara, Cook, Penny. I mean, I think a ridiculous amount of running back value throughout this draft. Like, Kamara at 7.6 and Cook at 8.7 is just stupid. For reference, my cat is, like, literally on the other side of my desk, like, screaming at me now. So, I'm sorry, guys. Olave, Judy, Watson, Sutton, Mechie, and Booty. Good receiver value all the way throughout the draft as well, man. You know, like, there's definitely... My cat is so annoying. Maybe a little bit of question marks around the running back room, like in terms of health, or like you got suspension to Kamara, you got hopefully a bigger role for Cook next year, but not for sure. But like I would be fine with these 4 running backs, you know. But like I said, good receiver value too, and Olave, Judy, and Watson for sure. Then I think even at the end of the draft, pretty good picks as well. Then obviously Mahomes and Kelsey, beautiful. So yeah, good draft, man. They did leave me no choice, Godfather. Just sad. 1.3. What we do? Box and the Jack. Burrow, quarterback. Ingram at tight end. Beautiful. Love it. Chase, Metcalf, Burks, Tony, Juju, Allen Robinson, Beckham. Good receiver room. I don't know how crazy I am about Allen Robinson or Odell at this point in the stage of things, but I mean 12th and 13th round, whatever. Mixon, Pierce, Jamal Williams, Pirine. Pretty good running back value throughout the draft. Let me make this pick real quick. I'm gonna take Kenneth Gainwell off the board, but hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, let me look at it on this screen so I can actually see everything. But yeah, obviously, I mean you're relying on Mixon and Pierce, which is fine. I think Jamal Williams, free agent next year, might get re-signed by the Lions. Probably the best case scenario for him from a fantasy perspective. Then Pirine, I think Pirine might be a free agent next year, but regardless, a fine pick in the 11th round, right? Chase, Metcalf, Burks, Tony, Juju. Juju, obviously a free agent next year. But overall, good receiver value. I mean, you're starting Burrow and Ingram, starting Chase and Metcalf, starting Mixon and Pierce. Probably have to start Burks in the first flex and the second flex. I mean, you got some time to figure it out throughout the season, but Tony, Jamal Williams, Juju, probably your best options. So overall, good team, man, for sure. John, are we doing more best ball drafts this year? I'm going to try to grind more out this year after doing so many drafts. There's no wonder I won 2 my regular redraft leagues. Yeah, the plan is to do more best ball drafts this year for sure. Like, I would like to start right now. I mean, I already have the way too early drafts available, but I can't. So, yeah, that's what I would like to do for sure, J-Dubs. Without a doubt, man. Hold on, let me make this pick, guys. I don't know. I always put so much thought into like these last 2 picks, and it's like whatever. Just give me Jason Myers, and I'll stream a defense, right? All right. Pray. What'd you do, man? Goff is your guy, huh? Goff is your guy, huh? That's okay. I like getting Goff as a late round quarterback. Why not? Hawkinson at tight end. We got Jacobs, Jones, Dillon, Patterson. Pretty good running back value, you know. Oh, and Dobbins. Yeah, good running back value, man, for sure. Hill, Debo, Dotson, Mooney, Chark. Good receiver value, Bills defense, and the Bass man. So, starting Goff, starting Hawkinson, starting Jacobs and Jones, Hill and Debo. Probably flexing Dobbins and Dotson, but that leaves you with Dillon, Mooney, Patterson, and Chark on the bench, who all hold value as well. Bills defense and Tyler Bass. It's a great team, Pray. Love this team, man. I really do. Pray, you know, you've been doing okay lately. I gotta admit it. Brian, what'd you do tonight, Bursky? We got Fields and Knox. I'm fine with that. Knox not the most upside or consistency, but it's still okay in terms of a 10th round tight end. But with Kmet there, I might go Kmet over Knox personally. Sorry, I had to crack my neck. But CMC, Pollard, Gibbs, Tucker, and a running back who I don't know. Out of Pittsburgh, okay. Gary Wilson, Drake London, Kirk, Addison, Jones, Gallup. A good receiver room. I actually really wanted to see if Zay Jones would fall in the 11th round. I think that's a good pick there. I know Ridley's going to be there next year, but I still think Kirk and Jones are going to have good years. So you're starting Fields, starting Knox, starting CMC and Pollard, starting Wilson and Kirk, I would say. Probably flexing London and maybe one of the rookie running backs or Zay Jones. So, good team for sure. Finish it off with Bucker and the Ravens defense. Yeah. Good little squad. Chase, what'd you do tonight, Bursky? We got Prescott and Cousins. I think that's probably smart to draft someone else with Prescott, or even with Cousins. Let's see. I mean, Prescott missed quite a bit of time, so he's only your QB 18, but just a lot of inconsistency there. I mean, definitely good enough stat lines, but some stat lines are a little bit worrisome. Then with Cousins, who's your quarterback 6 on the year, definitely some worrisome stat lines, but good enough stat lines in there as well. So not the most consistency out of the two, but excuse me, in terms of late round quarterbacks, perfectly fine. Love commit at tight end. Adams, Brown, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Gabe Davis is a filthy receiver room, even with Mike Evans. Question mark at quarterback. Gabe Davis, ultimately disappointing year. Still good value in the 7th and 9th round. Dalvin Cook, B-Rob, Elliott, Gibson, Foreman. A good running back room. Good value throughout the draft. No one who really pops off the charts for me, but still good overall running backs there. So, yeah, man. I mean, starting, let's say, Prescott and Kmet, Adams and Brown, Cook and B-Rob, Keenan Allen. And your flex, and your second flex, you're going to have Zeke, Mike Evans, Gibson, Davis, and Foreman. You got backup quarterback, you got Money Mac, you're about to draft a defense. This is another really good team. Definitely a good squad, man, for sure. What's up, Andrea? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Andrea, you didn't draft tonight, right? You're just saying hi, right? Always great to have you in the house. What's going on? Micah, what'd you do tonight, bro? We will find out. All right, we got Josh Allen. Took the first quarterback off the board. We got Watson as a QB2. And Njoku at quarterback and Everett. I'm good at that. Or at tight end, I should say. Did I say quarterback? Zeke, Breece Hall, Fournette, and Kareem Hunt, as well as Deuce Vaughn, Kansas State. That's your final pick. We got Pittman, Cooper, Godwin, J-Mo, and more. Pretty good receiver value throughout the team. Or throughout the draft, I should say. So, starting Josh Allen and Njoku, Eckler and Breece Hall, Pittman and Cooper, and probably flexing Godwin and J-Mo, which leaves you with Fournette, Hunt, Moore, Everett, and Vaughn on the bench, as well as Watson. Niners defense, no kicker, that's fine. Yeah, good team. I like the core roster a lot. You're in a good position for flex. A good bench as well. Good team, man. Chase almost took Higbee over Kmet. I personally like Kmet a little bit more, but they're both fine. J-Dubs. Late round quarterback. Again, we got Trey Lance and Russell Wilson. So, after today, you have more faith in Trey Lance as the starter for the Niners next year, which is interesting. I mean, this could be a serious injury for Purdy, or it could be a short-term injury. But regardless, that's your conviction at the moment. I don't have a problem with it. Russell Wilson as your next man up. Could be a little scary. Could pay off. Some new head coach there. We'll see what happens. Schultz and Waller, great tight end value there, man. Great tight end room. You got Kupp, Ridley. You got JSN, Cooks, Robinson, and Thornton. Interesting receiver room. Could definitely get you through. I like the Thornton pick. So we got Charbonnet and Bijan Robinson, both your rookie running backs on this team that you have liked so far throughout the fantasy offseason. DeAndre Swift and Rashad White. I like this running back room. And, of course, Younghoe Koo. Can't forget about him. So, starting, let's say, Russell Wilson, Schultz, Bijan, Swift, Kupp, Ridley, Then you're going to have to figure out the flex, right? You got JSN, you got Turbinette, you got White, you got Cooks. I think Randall Robinson is probably the best value pick you got tonight. But you got options there for sure. But you have to figure it out as the season goes on. You can even flex Waller, too. So ultimately, a good team. I think you went with your conviction. You know, took players that you liked, and I think it's a good squad. Where am I? What's up, Uriel? Good to see you, bro. You got Herbert and Kittle. I love that. You got A-Rod at 15.1. I'm fine with that. J.J. Waddle, Hollywood, Flowers, Thomas Hodgins. Good receiver room. Stevenson, Javonte himself. Damon Harris, and a running back I don't know, Devon Akne out of Texas A&M. Patriots defense and Brett Meyer. So they're starting Herbert, starting Kittle, starting Stevenson and Williams, as long as he's healthy. Starting JJ and Waddle, and I'm going to say Hollywood Brown. And then in the second flex, you'd have to figure it out. I mean, you got Damon Harris, could be in a larger role in another team next year, could be back with the Patriots. Flowers, I don't know much about, out of Boston College. Michael Thomas, Akane, out of Texas A&M. And then I don't know if Hodge is going to be a Giant next year, but obviously had some production this year. But overall, yeah, you have to figure out that second flex. But overall, good team for sure. Good kicker, good defense, man. Yeah. Godfather. Drafting right next to me now. All right, we've got T-Lop and Pitts. Nothing wrong with that, man. Pitts kind of sliding back to the 6th, 7th round currently. That's okay. Good value there. Najee at 1.9. So people are going to shake their heads at this. Najee over Henry or Jacobs or Walker, Hall, Etienne, Pollard, Stevenson even. But at the end of the day, man, Najee, you know, your RB14 gave you knew what you were getting on a weekly basis. Only 3 games where he didn't have double digits, but just the ultimate ceiling wasn't super high, which is what a lot of fantasy managers did not like. But really, this run, you know, the back half of the season was not bad at all, especially in the playoffs. 14 or more points in each playoff game. So, and you know, obviously went from RB3 to RB14. But ultimately, the numbers weren't too crazy different. Wasn't as involved in the receiving game this past year, but he had 3 receiving touchdowns back-to-back years, 7 rushing touchdowns back-to-back years, less rushing yards, less receptions, less receiving yards, but ultimately it was not that bad of a year. People have been acting like Najee Harris is an absolute bust, but you guys know what I'll tell you when it comes to the first round. If you're going to draft a running back in the first round, go out and get your guy. If your guy's Najee Harris, whatever, I'm not going to beat you up for it. So Najee, Algier, Herbert, Mostert, and Zamir White, pretty good running back room. Amon-Ra, Hopkins, Devonta Smith, Pickens, Renfro, and Rondale Moore is a very good receiving room. I like that quite a bit. Just defense and Patterson at kicker. So you're starting T-Law, Pitts, Najee and Algier, Amon-Ra, Hopkins, then Smith in the flex. Then you're in a good position for your second flex. Pickens, Herbert, Mostert, Renfro, Moore, Zamir White. I mean, some handcuff value here. Some guys who, you know, we don't know if Monty's going to be back for the Bears. We don't know where Mostert's going to be. We don't know if Jacob's going to be a Raider. He probably will, but you know, you got White there as maybe the next guy up. So whatever, right? But overall, very good team in terms of your core roster, and I think you're in a good position for the flex too. So good squad, man. I think. Sorry, I lost my spot. Okay, Geno Smith being the QB5, almost going undrafted. Was he QB5 though? Where did he get drafted? I'm looking. Oh, you drafted him. He was QB5. I thought he was 6 or 7. But here's the thing, right? This ranking that it's giving you is, I think it's through 18 games. I don't know if that's for sure, though. But anyways, I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying, Prey. All right, I'm down with a Zoom call for Dynasty Starter for those who want to just use voice chat. It'll be fun. Yeah, it's something we can consider. We could maybe also run it on Discord. I'd have to look. Hey, if you're a Najee guy, I'm good for it, bro. I think Zoom would be cool. We get to see John, but it would be cool to see the peeps we're playing with and have been chatting with all off season. Yeah, one of the funniest things we did last year in League number 1 for the Catch Fan League is at the beginning of the season, we all sent a selfie on Sleeper in the league, and it was just like, I don't know. It was really weird. Like, some of you guys I had, like, seen before on, like, Instagram or whatever, and then some of you guys I'd never seen at all, and it was, like, just putting, like, a face to your guys' usernames was crazy, so. But, yeah, I'll have to think about that and how we're going to plan all that and everything, man. All right, let's see. By the way, J-Dubs, how about that, how about the Catch logo upgrade you got there? I guess that's the next tier up, right? Yeah, shout out to Jerry. Hey, Pray, have a good night, man. All right, guys, so that'll wrap it up for the night. Make sure you guys smash that like if you guys haven't done so already. Check out the links down below if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow us on Instagram. Join the Discord. All that good stuff. Guys, we got a Super Bowl set. Chiefs, Eagles. We've got our championship games wrapped up, man. Crazy. This season has just absolutely flown by. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Have a good night. Box and the Jack. Thanks for drafting with us, man. Appreciate that, J-Dubs. Wasn't really anything too crazy, I guess. And you know what went through my head is I was just like, I just had that moment where I was like, I don't care what happens. I think the Eagles are winning this game. And then I had the thought I should wait because, like, I already had that conviction, right? The Niners were in a position where they could make the game close, and they did with the Christian McCaffrey touchdown. That would have been the best time to make the live bet, is when the game was tied up 7-7. But I didn't do that, so that would have been a much better profit if I'd done that. I don't know what the odds were, but it would have been better for sure. So. Yeah, Thomas, maybe I'll do a stream for the Pro Bowl. Well, it's during the day, so probably not. Probably not. But at least Peyton and Eli are leading it, you know. I mean, I got the Peyton jersey on. I know you guys can't see, but that's my guy. So he's behind us, as always. So. Love you, Peyton. Maybe I might literally watch parts of it just because Peyton and Eli are involved. I'm not even lying. So, all right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I had fun with you guys for sure. Always appreciate you guys drafting with me and coming out, talking fantasy and talking football. So. Appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Instagram if you guys need anything. I'll be on tomorrow, I'm sure. So, yeah, we'll hang out tomorrow as well. And that'll do it for tonight, man. So, appreciate you guys, man. Everyone be safe. Have a great start to your week. And that'll do it. So, Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl is set. Gonna be a good one. Andrea, Thomas, J-Dubs, Boxing the Jack, Pray, Godfather. Uriel, Chase, Micah, Brian, Bossman Fat, Caleb, Grail Collect, Spence, RS German, Albert. That's everyone I can see in the chat. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much, man. I love you guys, man. Love this community. Love the Catch fam. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. With that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on the Catch.